Unfortunately, its true purpose is something much more entertainers and celebrities, by virtually every metric imaginable, this planet is in very good health. In the wake of riots and looting, activists have decided that the best course of action to protect the average person would be to dismantle police departments. Officially, they just want to divert funds to community programs, but the effect is still the same. It is downright ludicrous, in my humble opinion. States like Maryland are taking it even further. They are removing police presence in their schools. The school board argued that this is not the place for armed police. The funds will be reallocated to helping students read at grade level. Schools will have to find another way to deal with the dangerous crimes on campus and active shooters. So what we have are the same politicians that say that you do not need a gun because the police can protect you, are saying that we cannot trust the police and so they should be dismantled. Florida is not doing much better. So what do you do if you are face to face with a dozen rioters that are going to destroy your place of business and destroy tens of thousands of dollars in property? Obviously, you are going to call the racist police that liberals are trying to dismantle. Or you can argue with them in the one language that everyone understands. Naturally, legislators cannot allow for people to protect themselves, because then they might not fall to the planned riots. Florida tried to get a ballot initiative to ban assault weapons. These are the semi-automatic guns that just look scary. Luckily, the Florida Supreme Court stopped this. I must reiterate, because some people do not fully understand the consequences of dismantling the police and disarming people. Most people will indeed argue that the Second Amendment was designed to stop a corrupt government, but it was also designed for when law enforcement abandons you. I have said it before, and I will continue to stand by my position that the Chinese government created the China virus pandemic to destroy the world economy. I think that President Trump knew that this was a plan by the globalists, but was forced into playing their game. Democrats decided to use this as an opportunity to destroy the economy and blame President Trump for the whole thing. However, as you can likely deduce from the title, this plan did not work out. The Washington Post reported that the China virus would keep unemployment near 20%, and this would be very grim news for the economy. However, the rate was closer to 13%. The fake news publication never admitted that it was wrong, but the title was not updated in regards to the jobs report. It seems like the fake news is just trying to make President Trump look bad, and failing miserably.
And we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Problem. Democrats created a looting and rioting problem which destroyed the city. Solution. Businesses need to stay in destroyed cities and taxpayers need to fix it. And if you believe that will work, I have some oceanfront property in Arizona that I would love to sell you. Mayor Lightfoot is trying to convince businesses and retailers to remain in Chicago despite it being looted. What assurance can she possibly give to these companies that looters and rioters will not destroy their businesses again? she can offer no assurance whatsoever. That is why, just like in Minneapolis, some business owners are leaving looted cities because it is not safe there. I say, come to Texas. When there are rioters, we speak to them in the one language everyone understands. I have said it before, and I will say it again, the China virus is no worse than the flu. I have also said that this is a test case for more government control. A few years ago, Chinese schools started putting trackers in school uniforms to help assure attendance. The system could even determine if you were wearing someone else's uniform. When I told my friends that this could come to the United States before long, they laughed at me. However, it is an honest fact and is happening right before our eyes. I take you to Ohio, where the new Albany School District has decided that they would require every student to wear a beacon that would track their movements. This would include where they sit and whom they interact with. All of this to prevent a future China virus outbreak when schools start up again. If there is no pushback, this will be more widespread. This is all done in the name of protection, but those who would exchange liberty for security deserve neither. A Senate committee has been given the authority to issue subpoenas in regards to Obamagate. While Obamagate continues to unravel, an appeals court may force Hillary Clinton to testify in regards to her private email server and Benghazi. While her lawyers are trying to get the case dismissed, it seems that the judges in question are open to hearing more about what happened. If all keeps going as it is, Clinton will have her day in court. Both of these happened in the middle of the riots. Were the riots scheduled to keep the media distracted? I will let you be the judge of that. There are times when someone should be fired for what they do on social media, but that should be in the hands of the studio and the network, not the court of public opinions. Hartley Sawyer played Elongated Man on The Flash, and many unsettling tweets from years past were found on his account. Naturally, he was terminated. I do not have a problem with that, as they can do whatever they want with their own show. However, my problem is the blatant double standard by which this is judged. Several Hollywood celebrities have used Twitter to try and post bail for Antifa and other terrorists that are burning down cities. Yes, that means they are aiding domestic terrorists. The only name on the long list that I recognize is Steve Carell, not to mention all of the celebrities that are egging the terrorists on. Meanwhile, HBO has taken Gone with the Wind out of its library, so people are buying it on Amazon. Also, their newest incarnation of Looney Tunes gives Elmer Fudd a scythe rather than a gun. Yes, the best way to address these topics is to not even mention them. Martin Gugino is in the public eye after he was knocked down by a police officer. This was made worse when President Trump said that it was all staged because of a story that he saw on OAN. When I first started researching for this story, I went in on the assumption that I would have to say something to the extent of, President Trump is not perfect and has said some horrible things. I do not support everything that he does, and I am more than willing to call him out on what he does that is wrong. However, I should have seen the writing on the wall when the article that I found did not try to refute anything about what OAN said, but just argued from emotion on how he was a good and caring person. His Twitter account, which has since been taken down, has a handful of anti-police statements, and he has been involved with Antifa according to OAN. On the ground, he said that he was there to have fun. This means that he is not a protester, since this is a serious topic, which means that he more closely resembles a rioter. OAN claims that he was trying to get police communications through his phone, but that is speculative. Then again, most protesters hold their phones still to get footage rather than waving it in front of the officer. This just does not pass the sniff test. I am not going to pretend to understand most of the legal mumbo-jumbo here, but let me give you the short answer. Kent Hovind was charged with structuring. Essentially, this means that he took money from the ministry account to pay for ministry needs in arbitrarily unacceptable amounts. This has nothing to do with taxes. The key problem with the complaint is that there was no verified complaint. Again, there is a lot of legalese here, but that means that no one officially said that he was charged. If so, this is the first step. As any lawyer will tell you, if you do not do everything according to the letter of the law, your case will be thrown out and you will lose. This standard does not apply if the government is suing you. Was this truly about structuring, or shutting down a voice that spoke against big government and the lies of evolution? I would not doubt that there were sinister motivations. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that is just my opinion.